Hey, so we're going to do a video real quick. Going to try out this little selfie stick that I got and see if that makes things a little easier, maybe less shaky. Went to the gym today. I've been going ever since I signed up for the 30 minutes a day for 100 days, and I've just been doing 30 minutes, but the taking to the gym bag to work did work. I went and changed clothes before I left work, and then drove to the gym and went on in and did 30 minutes. I did a lot of arm work. I tried to do everything, everything slowly and with not a lot of weight. I think the most I really did on any one machine was 50. I did do some free weights, and I did do some of the pulley machine stuff. Mostly what ended up happening, I think, is I really worked my triceps a lot harder than I thought. So they're pretty sore. Yesterday, I actually had a lot of discomfort in my left elbow. So I know that one of the tendons probably got a little more stretched than what it was really ready to do. So definitely able to see some benefit even in 30 minutes. Definitely getting an increased activity level just from that. Today I went in and did 7 minutes on a stair stepper deal that next time there's no one in there, I'll go ahead and film so you can see what it is. I didn't change the level on it. I just left it at its basic, like 1 or whatever. But before, when I had done it, I had only ever done 6 minutes. So today was 7. And I felt like that was probably good enough because that alone got my heart rate up to 136. So after I got done with that, I went over and did another 23 minutes on the elliptical. I like to set the elliptical so it's got a little bit of resistance. I think if you set it around 7, it starts to give a similar resistance to if you were swimming in a swimming pool. So it gives that little bit of resistance that water would. So I think that does give it a little more benefit, especially your arms. So did do that. Tomorrow I think I'll probably still try to kind of rest the arms. Probably do legs tomorrow. One thing I know that is already changing because of going every day is I do feel like there is a need to alternate which body region I'm working on. In boot camp, they just try to kill you every day, and you're getting worked out from your hair to your toenails the whole time. So you are really sore when you wake up, even though in my case I was 20 when I went, and you're still sore. So what I noticed then, and is still true now, is yeah, if you've done enough that you're going to be sore, you're getting benefit. Also, don't let that soreness stop you. You know, you hear it over and over again in boot camp: no pain, no gain. And somewhat of what they're talking about is while you're doing it, you know, because like I said, they're definitely pushing you to your limit and pretty much past it at times, the whole time. So part of what they're talking about is during the exercise, but I think it's also applicable to after, because if you're sore, you know that you have done some micro tears to those muscles that you have worked, and that's what you want. That's just to be sore, not to be like in a lot of pain, Like my elbow, that's probably, I pushed that a little too much, but I didn't know I was doing it at the time. I thought I was being pretty careful. So that kind of shows you right there that it's easy to do a little more than maybe you're really ready for. So waking up sore, the best thing to get rid of that is to go be active. Work that soreness out. You might still have to be gentle on those arms or legs or whatever it is, whatever area is hurting. Like today, no, I didn't lift any weights with my arms, but I did use the elliptical and the stair climber, and they both had the poles that you use your arms with. So you're getting a lot of arm movement, even though you're not getting a lot of weight put on those muscles at that time. So definitely seeing results with just the 30 minutes a day, even though I don't think it's really been a week yet. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days. So I'm just going to try to maintain the activity level that I'm at. Keep going every day for 30 minutes until I feel like I'm doing everything and not really being sore. When that starts to happen, then I might go up on the amount of weight. And as long as there's really nobody else around in the free weight section, I think that just doing that yesterday really did show that you do get more from that than the machines. Excuse me. Oh, shaky. So with the machines, you're not having to stabilize that weight. So you are really isolating, I think, what you're working on. I watched a good documentary called The Perfect Physique. It was about a little over an hour long. It was pretty much movie length. And they had a Mr. Olympia, I think 3 or 4 other bodybuilders, and 4 guys that were, or probably are still, fitness models. With the fitness models, they're keeping their body fat really low so that they're photograph ready at any time. So it was interesting because they did talk about how they work out. They did talk about some of their nutrition. They did talk about the things that, of course, they're on the extreme end, but they did talk about how, you know, you make sacrifices to try to keep your nutrition where you want it. You know, these aren't guys that are going and having a cheeseburger, but they also, you know, they're sticking to their diet plan, their meal plan all the time, except for like 1 cheat meal a week. Almost all of them said they did have 1 cheat meal a week. One of the high-level trainers that was on there said that, you know, really you almost have to, just to keep your mental health, because you do need that break from being very regimented. And I think that's true. So, trying to get some of this out of the way. I didn't wash it after I went to the gym. I just kind of fixed it up a little. But it's raining and humid, so it's just going to curl up and be frizzy and do whatever it wants. And I don't have anywhere I have to go today, so I haven't really worried about it too much. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today, is don't let your muscles being sore stop you. As long as it's just soreness and you're not really having like pain. I think we all know the difference between injury and just having soreness from some activity that you weren't used to. So as long as you're just sore, maybe let that body region kind of rest a little bit, but still try to do something else active. And move that body part. Like if you've been doing a lot of weights, one thing I could have done today was do some yoga. And that would have been really good. And we'll talk more about yoga benefits as I start doing it again. But I think it's extremely beneficial in so many ways. So I want to keep this under 10 minutes. So thank you for watching, and I hope that I'm helping you. I'm trying to help myself. So certainly not an expert, just kind of sharing what I'm going through and what I'm doing. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.